All right, go on then, Marvin. You've watched Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Give us a review.
I watched both episodes. It's crap. Next topic. Yes, the concept is actually something that I think is pretty cool because it's basically like, it's obviously an alternate universe story, but it's like, what if in Civil War when Peter Parker comes home, it's not Tony Stark sitting on his couch, it's Norman Osborn. And that's kind of the basis of the show. And at first I was like, that's kind of a cool basis for the show. The actor who plays Spider-Man in this did an interview where he was like, man, I was so scared that this was going to be lame and woke, but it's not. And I'm like, okay, I know they race swapped the Osborns, and that seems pretty woke. I know that there's like, Peter Parker is the only white person in this entire show that is not a like a thug or a jerky scientist who has no redeeming factors. But then, as I continue to watch, his best friend is an Asian, she's either lesbian or bisexual, because I'm not sure if she's supposed to be his love interest, but she definitely makes a comment about that girl on the right there. She makes a joke about wanting to date the girl on the left. They were talking about the fact that Lonnie, who's going to become Tombstone, is dating the girl on the left, and she says like, I was hoping it was going to be one of us. And I was like, oh, okay, so you're our rainbow character in this. She gives an entire speech about how rich people bad. Spider-Man lets a female criminal go because she's just down on her luck. So, he catches her, gives the money back to the convenience store owner, and is like, I think we need to just let her go. And the convenience store owner is like, I think so too. And I'm like, come on, man. Could you imagine like any other hero do? I can't even imagine Spider-Man. No, he leaves her dangling from webs from a lamppost. That's how this works.
Okay. Marvin?
Yes, sir.
Who are these characters?
So on the left,
wait, sorry, this one. Sorry.
So on the left there is Lonnie Lincoln, who is going to become Tombstone, and on the right is Harry Osborn.
Sorry, what?
Yes,
that's Harry Osborn on the right.
But the show's not going to be lame and woke.
For the record, by the way, Lonnie Lincoln is supposed to be black, but they started giving him the "it's not easy being black" storyline. Like he's walking down the street and like the cops like looking at him, and the lady like pulls her kid away from him on the subway, and I'm like, come on, guys, it's New York City, like that's not happening there. But the biggest one though that we didn't know what was happening, Dr. Kirk Connors is now Dr. Carla Connors. And Dr. Connors the Lizard has become a black woman.
She's fat as well.
No, she's skinny.
Oh, well, at least they didn't make her obese.
Yeah, we're not going that far.
Not that inclusive then.
Let's see. I'm trying. I made like a bunch of
that's mental.
Bad lecture. The football team that they beat looks like it's all white guys. It's just it's top to bottom. It's just nonsense. It's all woke nonsense.
What is Harry Osborn? What is up with him?
I don't know. We only saw him in the first episode for like a minute. Some people were wondering if it was going to be like a gender thing. I don't think so. I think he's just an effeminate looking dude. But so obviously Norman Osborn is also black. But yeah, that's as far. And the show moves at a snail's pace. It really does. Like we're just kind of getting to the plot at the end of the second episode. The animation is absolutely terrible. They tried to do like a comic book style animation, and the action will be happening, and the NPCs kind of in the background just aren't moving. They're just like still images. It's terrible, and the animation is so janky. And I was watching it with my wife, and she goes, I feel like this looks super cheap, but because it's Marvel, it probably cost $70 billion. And I said, it's 100% accurate. I thought it's well.
Fair, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to see, have they confirmed that they're getting season 2? I think they have, haven't they?
Probably. Typically, these animated shows get picked up for 2 seasons. Like X-Men 97 got picked up for 2 seasons right from the get-go because of the time it takes to create them. So yeah, usually they get a 2-season order for these. That's why you got a second season of something like Velma that nobody likes, and they put it out and nobody acknowledged that it existed. That was involved in the production because they didn't want to put it out, but they had to.
This has been greenlit for 3 seasons.
3? Oh, that's
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, Rotten Tomatoes, it had like a 100% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes when it came out. I'm trying to see what it has on it now. It's right now it's got a tomato meter of, if this thing will load, of course it's not gonna now. Looking at a white page. It's the only white thing about this show.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Rotten Tomatoes is apparently trying to keep me out because it doesn't want me to make
Yeah,
this
so
point.
yeah, it has been renewed officially for season 2 and 3.
Wow, that's insane. Like,
Yeah, that's
sight
pretty mental,
unseen.
isn't it?
Sight unseen. They're like, this show's going to be great.
That's pretty bad.
But I mean, the fact that the guy came out and he was like, "Oh, guys, the best thing about this show is it's not woke at all. We just race swapped and gender swapped and put in ham-fisted, storylines about racism and lectures about money and rich people having money and being bad and letting criminals go because they're actually the good guys." It's absolutely atrocious. I don't know what happened to this guy because he sounded like Tom Holland in What If when they cast him in What If. He doesn't sound like Tom Holland anymore.
It's not supposed to be Tom Holland Spider-Man though.
I guess.
Yeah, it's supposed to be something new.
Well, it's like an alternate version of him.
Yeah.
I think it's like a stupid multiverse crap. All right, so tomato meter right now is 96%. Audience score is 68%. So we're 8% away from this being rotten.
But you know that the viewership on this is going to be terrible as well, right? Like, this is
Probably.
going to be another Disney Plus viewership failure.
Yeah, I mean, even X-Men 97, which people generally liked, that didn't really do much viewership. I mean, that was, I think when you looked at that Luminate chart, that was like number 4 or 5 in terms of viewership on Disney Plus, which, as we've already noted, is not much of anything to begin with. So yeah, these animated shows don't do that great. I think because mostly they're designed for adults. Like, they're not making these shows for kids anymore. And I think most parents aren't letting their kids watch Disney Plus original animation anymore. They're letting them watch Bluey, and that's it.
Jesus. I wonder how much have they revealed the budget for this? I mean, it's not going to be. It won't be. Well, I was going to say it won't be that much. It will still be quite a lot. There's no budget anywhere.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anything else to sort of say review wise on this?
No, I mean, that's about it. The action sequences are clunky and stupid. He only fights one villain, and I couldn't even tell you who the villain was. Some guy that just like had fire gauntlets. I was like, what are you supposed to be, like the Fire Shocker or something like that? Because if it's a Spider-Man villain, it's super obscure. But things like this, things like Captain America Brave New World, the Thunderbolts, Ironheart, like, this is the muck that we've still got to wade through if they're going to turn things around. Yes, Daredevil looks good. Daredevil looks fine. Daredevil Born Again, actually, I watched that trailer and I was like, that looks awesome. But then the showrunner turned around and started bashing the Netflix show. So,
but also, not only that, then also started saying like, oh, the Penguin.
Yes,
we go further than that. It's like, shut the fuck up, mate. Shut up.
Like, stop bashing.
Shut up.
Disney thing. I firmly believe Disney believes the path to success is your new thing. You have to bash and tear down an established thing that people already like to get your new thing over. And that
just irritates people. The Penguin was amazing.
Yes,
don't tell me that Daredevil is better than that. Show me. I don't want to hear it. I want you to show me that it's better than it, because it ain't gonna be anyway.
Give a show that's better than the Penguin, and then let the fans be like, hey, this is better than the Penguin. You shouldn't be the one to say it.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. We've got a super chat about this, actually. So Gentle Savage said the reason why Harry Osborn is black in Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is because he got bitten by a radioactive black guy.
That's a great use of $5.
Yeah, well done, Gentle Savage. I do appreciate it, dude. Dear, oh dear. That's funny. Kalechi drops in and says, culture. Marvin, Cape Crusader doesn't look all that bad now. We're leaving out gender and race swap lizard. this getting 3 seasons, by the way. Yeah, you did this as we were sort of talking about some of this stuff.
Cape Crusader, what he's talking about was where we got the female penguin.
Yeah.
Oswalda Cobblepot. Hey, at least they didn't call her like Connorina Connors or
Good gravy.
Curta Connors.
I'm so tired of the race swaps and the gender swaps and all that crap.
It's lazy.
I'm like, yeah, you guys, stop. I mean, if it's not popular in the books, you know, if it didn't run for a decade, it's not popular. Sorry.
The one thing that I liked and the one thing I appreciated in this was that they didn't like race swap MJ in this. They just like that girl Paige, she's a new character. That girl, the Asian girl Nico, she's a new character. And I'm like, good, make new characters. You want more diverse characters? Make new characters. Add them to the mythos. But you know, then they do things like the Osborns and Kurt Connors. So
yeah, but just wait. I mean, she's gonna walk into a machine that swaps her. And maybe even her gender identity. You don't know.
Ugh.
MJ gets reassignment surgery. That's going to be like episode 6.
I hate all of this. It's just so dumb. So dumb. I'm glad I didn't bother watching it. So at least there's that. Well, anyway, we'll move on from this.